Welcome to Next Gen Tech Hub. So today our topic is Oracle DataGuard background process. So we will understand what are the background process in Oracle DataGuard. So last in the last video we understand what is sync and async. So let's get started. So as you know, we discussed when a transition generates the redo on the primary side. So there are multiple background process which works together to transport that redo to the standby side and apply it. Okay, so the first background process will be is a log writer. What is basically a log writer? Basically, log writer is writes redo records from the redo log buffer to the online redo logs. It's a basic generic way. So in DataGuard perspective, in DataGuard configuration, log writer can also participate in sending the redo towards the standby side. And there are some configured transport mechanism depending on that. And you can think of a log writer as a process responsible for writing redo locally. And in a short term, you can also remember redo log writer basically writes redo generated by transition. Okay, so going in a next slide we will understand each and every process via diagram. First I will let you know what are the background processes with some explanation in details. This is like a log writer, which is basically writes the redo log, writes the data from the redo log buffer to the online redo logs, and it will also participate to transfer the redo from the primary side to standby side. And there is a second background process which is LNS, which stands for log network server. So LNS is involved in transport redo from primary to standby. It sends redo over the network. Okay, so we can simply say LNS is basically sending the redo from primary towards standby. So this is the second background process. Now the third one is RFS. What is RFS? RFS is basically remote file server, which basically runs on the standby side, not on the primary. It always run on the standby side database. So it receives the redo from the primary and writes into the standby redo log. Standby in a RFS, we can simply consider RFS is to receive the redo from the primary on a standby side. Now the fourth background process is MRP. MRP is like a manage recovery process, which is also run on the standby side. After RFS receive the redo on the standby side and writes into the standby redo logs. So after that, MRP reads that redo, whatever RFS written into the standby logs. It will read that redo and it will apply those changes to the standby database. Okay, so MRP is nothing, it is just applying the redo on the standby database. So that's like this is a fully diagram. Like, see, on the primary side transition happened and log writer writes the data into the redo log, online redo logs, and it will also participate to transfer that redo on the standby side. And with the help of LNS, this is a background process. It will over the network, it will send to the RFS. RFS will run on the standby side. It will receive the redo, apply on the, it will return into the standby read logs, which is also known as SRLs. Once it get written into the standby redo, MRP will read the redo and apply into the data file on the standby side. So This I already explained what is a log writer and log network server. Basically, log writer is like a writes a redo from the redo log buffer to the online redo, and LNS basically sending the redo towards the standby side over the network, and the precise transport path varies. Like as I described, it depends on the or like configuration. What are the configuration we have set it? So there's a one more important thing I want to show. Difference between real time apply and non real time apply, like a mount or read only. So always keep in the mind, real time apply is basically when MRP can read the redo from the standby read logs, like from the SRL, when RFS will receive the redo and apply into the standby redo logs, which is SRLs, and MRP will read the redo from the SRLs and apply into the standby side. This is a real time apply. And non real time, like mount or read only apply, this basically describe the state in which state the database is open, no, like, and how quickly redo becomes available for apply. Okay, so in my last video last sorry in my last slide, you will understand in a simple way. Log writer basically writes, it will LNS sends the redo over the network. It's like a network log network server, and RFS will receive, and finally MRP will apply. This is like a complete background process in Oracle Data Guard. So I hope you understand this concept very well. So in upcoming videos, we will get to know more about other stuffs. So till then, keep learning, keep growing.